Could you bring that board up?
It's on.
Okay.
It's on.
Okay. Wait. Phase catch number 2. Yeah, my name is Prentice Jones. And I want to talk to you about the mental illness that's going on in our community and all over the country. Matter of fact, all over the country. Yeah. But anyway, I know a lot of kids, young kids, committing suicide. A lot, young and old. But when the young ones do it, that's really it's really bad. Really kind of stressful. But what causing all that is a deficiency. It's a deficiency. Anytime you run out or anything, well, it's a deficiency. You run out of oil, you run out of gas. You know, you can't hardly make it. You be thirsty for water. That's a deficiency. But once you drink that water, you get momentum going. Your organs start functioning properly. But the deficiency starts. It don't start when uh, you know, it don't start at 2 years old. It don't start at 3 or 4, teenager, adult. It starts when the baby's before the mother had a baby. That's when it starts. You know, if the mother's unnourished, it means the children be unnourished. So, and then too, that will cause deficiency, and it grows on. It goes. If you continue to be deficiency, uh, it's time when the mother is not taking the vitamins, and that lead the mother and the child deficiency. Because when the mother's carrying a baby, they really have to be nursed up. Because what happened if the mother don't take the vitamins, don't uh, feed herself properly or take the right vitamin or minerals, the baby be deficiency. And then the mother be deficiency. And that causes a lot of stress on the mother and the child. This is why mothers have quick tempers. They call them, what do you call it? I know anything. Well, I know one thing. They be stressed out. This is why they have a temper, a quick temper. They don't think properly. They do a lot of stuff out of stress. When the mother and the child the mother gets stressed out because the baby take all the vitamins from the mother. If the mother's not eating right, they both gonna be deficiency like, and it cause stress in the mother, cause stress in the children's growing up. If they never take the vitamins and get back healthy, this is what it would be. And And that's what caused a lot of mental illness. Come from deficiency of uh, vitamin C. Deficiency of folic acid. I mean, when you're dealing with this here, you got to get the real. You got to get the real vitamins. You got to get the real minerals. You have to have the herbal type. You can't mess around with this. You can't. It can't be a chemical. You know, herbs. The body's made from herb, not chemicals. So what I'm saying here, you have to uh, take the vitamin C. The reason I say vitamin C because what happens when you stressful, your cells in your brains, in the body, it stretches. Let me see. Your brains, the cells in your brains, in your body, all through your body. When you're stressful, they stretches. They stretch out. That stress causes the cells to stretch. Keep stressing out. And keep pulling until it just go down. But it's supposed to be relaxed, like together. It's supposed to be together. Supposed to be together like this here, but the stress makes it goes out like that. The stretches, cause those cells to stretch out. They stretch out, keep on stretching and stretching out. And this will cause the problem. This will cause the, stress causes that mental illness. Is deficiency and then the stress. So if the cells is not properly nourished, it stretches, the cells stretch out. It stretch the cells out till no return. If you don't put the vitamins back in the body, it will not come back together. You got to put the right vitamins in the body, vitamin C and folic acid, so to bring those cells back together. But otherwise, if you don't take that, you still be stretched out. You still be deficiency, and this all the nervousness, and the mental illness, quick tempo, and no patience come from. Because the cells in the body is stretched. They stressed out, and then they have been stretched to far as they can go. So what you have to do is get those cells back in order. Take that vitamin C, natural vitamin C, and folic acid, because this vitamin C holds the cells together. It put them back together. And then if the mother's not taking that when she's pregnant, this will cause a deficiency in the baby. And the mother get deficiency too, because the cells is not been held together. So if you're not getting that vitamin C while she's pregnant, either after you had a baby, you still stretch. The cells is stressed and stretched out. It's stretched out like a rubber band. Like a rubber band stretches out. That's how the cells, when they get deficiency, is just stretch out. But in order to get those cells back together, you must have the vitamin C and folic acid. Like I say, the vitamin C keeps the cells from stretching out. It holds them together. Otherwise, you don't take the vitamin C, they stretch. And this is what is stressed. And when you stressed out a lot or overworking and and doing a lot of stressful things and not feeding your body the proper vitamins and stuff, this is what happened. This is where that stress come from. You're smoking cigarettes or whatever like that, you're not putting it back in your body. See, because, the smoking, the alcohol, it takes some of that from you, but you got to put it back in. But I'm just saying from the beginning, all this, all that didn't start when you was a teenager or 3 or 4 years old. It started when the mother, before she had the baby, and this what caused the, because the mother is deficiency, the baby come out deficiency, and they got to have the right kind of iron, the natural iron in the body, come from the herbs. They can't have the synthetic iron. And now what the folic acid do is it work on the central nervous system. So otherwise is the vitamin C and the folic acid. Like I said, the vitamin C holds the cells together in your body and keep you calm and keep you from being overstressed. And the folic acid is for the nerve, keeps you from being nervous. That's the central nervous system. The folic acid get that together. Otherwise, when that get deficiency, you get nervous, always nervous. If you're deficient of folic acid, you need the right natural folic acid. You need the natural vitamin C, and this stuff here builds the cells back up, build the nerves back up. So otherwise, if you don't have that, this is what happens to a lot of people. They get stressed out and don't put the vitamin C in the body and don't put the folic acid in the body. And they get nervousness, and getting stretched out and just depleted. They depleted all the vitamins and stuff in the body. But they had to put it back in there. And this is where the mental illness come from. It gets so bad if you don't catch it in time. That's why a lot of people have mental problems. The deficiency, the nervous, tense, stretched out. Those cells has been depleted. Them cells in the body, they ain't got no kind of nutrients. The vitamin C to pull them back together. So that's what happens if you're not taking that vitamin C, a good vitamin C, and that folic acid. Your whole system, that's where all this mental illness come from. And like I said, don't start when you 3 or 4, teenager. It starts when the mother's pregnant. That's why they tell mothers, the pediatricians, they used to tell the mothers to take the vitamins. And I don't know if they do that or not now. If they give them vitamins, they're getting that synthetic iron. That's no good. It causes all kind of problems. Because the baby, the baby got that helped develop the child and the mother. If they're getting the right stuff, if they're getting the folic acid and they're getting the vitamin C. Otherwise, you're not taking that, you get stressed out and cells in the body just stretches. But when you start taking that vitamin C and stuff, it come back together and it calms you down. But a lot of chemicals not gonna do it because the body made from herbs. You have to have the natural stuff go into the body. Chemicals is just a temporary thing, but it don't heal, it don't restore the cells back normal. It's just something just Just hold temporarily or something. But the, you want the natural vitamin C and the folic acid. A lot of vitamin C come from dandelion. Those little yellow flowers be in your yard and stuff, that's dandelion. So that's one source of vitamin C. And then in the folic acid, uh, I know the slaves used to eat a lot of folic acid, and that's what it was good and healthy back there. And the folic acid come from the melons. You got the cantaloupe, you got the watermelon, uh, and the other melons. They got melons back there. That's what folic acid come from. It's good and healthy. A lot of minerals and vitamin C and everything else in that folic. That's where you get your folic acid and vitamin C from the melons, cantaloupe, watermelon, and other melons. Otherwise, if you're not taking the folic acid or eating a lot of melons and stuff like that, but you need the extra folic acid because you can't get it. You can't eat enough watermelons to every day to keep it up. But if you got folic acid in your natural vitamins, multiple vitamin, got folic acid in it, that's good. But you need the natural vitamins, herbal vitamins. Just try to look around for that. Otherwise, those synthetic vitamins is no good. They're no good. It damage your body, it damage your liver, tear your liver and your organs, the chemicals. But I just want to give you a little bit on that mental illness, and that's what causes a lot of problems, suicide and all that. Come to that point. Stress destroys a lot of children and people just by them not taking that vitamin C and folic acid. I mean, it's serious. It's nothing to play with. You don't nurse themselves back together, or the mother don't nurse herself if she's pregnant. This is what happened. And I feel sad for a lot of mothers because they do things and don't know what they done. You know, the mothers and the dad, they come to that stress thing and they end up doing damage to the children. And they don't mean to do it, but that's the quick temper, that's the stress and nervousness they be into. But you gotta, you have to build yourself back up. You know, you have to read and learn for yourself. Although like everybody don't do like they used to, or either they don't get the right things to take. You just read for yourself and try to stick with the natural herbs. But especially if you're pregnant, you must be, that vitamin C and folic acid. Must take it and try to take it all the time because it keep the cells together, and the folic acid keep the nerves together. She's being so nervous and panicked. But that's all I'm talking to you about on that. So I want to go in some too. I'm gonna be talking. I got programs set up for uh, pancreatic cancer, Alzheimer's, and for Parkinson. I'm gonna do some discussing on that. But like I say, we all need zinc. Let's see some. We need zinc also. You need niacin, vitamin E. Definitely need vitamin E. cut down the oxidation of the cells, the vitamin E. And matter of fact, they call vitamin E the granddaddy vitamin because it circulates. It circulates all the vitamins in the body, the vitamin E. And that's why people have had it too, so much of it. But the main two, the vitamin C and the Polax, those are the main things you must have. Your little children and even adults. If you're going to do it, your job might be stressing you out. Like I say, you need that. The job or whatever job you do or whatever, you know. And I know the COVID caused a lot of deficiency in people. That's why their nose be running and what allergy like or whatever, and they get weak. They get weak and can't get the strength back. That's a deficiency that kept. That's the iodine deficiency and the iron. So you need that in the body because you'll be weak and weak and just weak and tired if you don't build that back up. Your immune system, you know that you got the thyroid and the iodine and the iron. You need that for that. So if you get a multivitamin, make sure you get to have iron and iodine in it. You want the real stuff though. Try to get close as you can and natural herbal stuff, you know, to build the cells back up. So like I said, that COVID deficiency, a lot of people's, and that's what happened. That's why they weak and tired. They drain them. They kept the iodine, and you short of the iodine, your thyroid, everything happen. Your hair fall out. You get weak and tired. You can't do nothing but get the iodine. But get all the vitamins together. Let them work together. You know, multivitamins. You need them all so they can work together with one another in the body. But you definitely need an extra helping of the vitamin C and the folic acid. So I just want to make sure you get that. And that's cut down on a lot of stressful stuff. A lot of stuff going on that should not be going on. And the scriptures say, my people perish, my people's perish for lack of knowledge. So lack of knowledge, if you don't know these things, this will happen. You perish. I mean, you just fade away out there. If you don't know these things, you know, God wants, He wants to know natural things as well as spiritual things. You know, both ways. But next time I'm going to discuss on the Parkinson. And then next time probably do Alzheimer's, pancreas cancer. So I'm trying to find those programs on YouTube. I think it's YouTube, yeah. According how it goes. According how it goes. Because I got to set up business-wise. I got to set it up business-wise. So people can write me or whatever. And let me know about it. At the programs. But like I say, make sure you get that folic acid and vitamin C. Make sure you have that. If you're not getting that, eat the melons, eat the watermelon, eat the cantaloupe. Got other melon, got honeydew melons. All your folic acid, you know, be in those things. And vitamin C come from the fruits. A lot of fruits you eat. Oranges, apples, and peaches. So vitamin C mostly be in most all fruits and the juices and stuff like that. But let me just say this right here. But uh, a lot of people's diabetics, they don't know that or not, but acid, too much acid in the body causes diabetics. That acid, that body acid is something else. It'll eat you up. That body acid is something else, it'll eat you up. If you eat up milk in the bathroom and stuff like that, the side of the walls of the bathroom, milk and brick or whatever, urine holds a lot of acid. So that acid, if you ain't getting that acid out your body correctly, it'll stay in there and just eat the organs up. So it's best for you to drink water at night before you go to bed. Water, either aloe vera juice and water together, but make sure you drink in the morning too. But make sure you drink it at night so it can flush all that acid from foods or whatever you've been drinking or eating. But make sure you drink water, some good water before you go to bed. You can put a little aloe vera with it and just drink the water. Get that acid out the body. But if you don't get that acid out the body, this will cause a lot of that acid. Stay there and just eat up different organs in the body. It goes in the legs, it goes in the pancreas, just go all over the body, goes in the eyes. So get that acid out the body. And this will cause a lot of them problems. Just flush that acid out the body. Have the children to drink water before they go to bed. And the adults need to drink the water before they go to bed. If you don't want to be doing that acid. That's the main thing that causes diabetics, and acid. Study for yourself. A lot of them don't tell you that, but study about acid, body acid. But anyway, that's all I'm going to talk to you today about. But make sure the mothers, young mothers, and a lot of mothers is, deficiency in exercising. When they're pregnant, the mother's supposed to exercise, get a lot of exercise. A lot of mothers are dying because pregnancy. You can't bring forth the baby, but you got to pray about that too, and you got to exercise. You definitely have to exercise and take the right supplements, the right vitamins. That is something else. But make sure that if you're pregnant, make sure you exercise. Find a class who give pregnancy exercises. Just exercise home if you know how to exercise that way. Because that's a lack of knowledge. That's a lack of knowledge. I call that premature death. It's a lack of knowledge of things. And they dying up before their time. They die before their time. So the pregnant mothers, you should learn how to exercise and take the right vitamins and do that. So so this okay, may the Lord Jesus Christ bless and keep all y'all. And like I say, next time I have another subject on Parkinson. We're gonna talk about Parkinson next time. Oh, Lord. That's something else. But anyway, okay, may Jesus Christ bless and keep all y'all, and may you get knowledge of the things I talked about. And Jesus blessed me to talk about to you. May you understand that, get understanding of that. Okay. Okay, Jesus Christ bless y'all. Okay, Jerry. Jerry.
Wave goodbye. Wave. Wave goodbye.